Hello, everyone. Welcome to TD Board Gamers. My name is Dave. Today, we're going to continue the second 5 allies for the different aspects. So this is for protection. So, kind of a quick overview of the first top 5 was Black Widow was number 5, Starhawk was number 4, Polaris was number 3, Brother Voodoo was number 2, and Cleo was number 1. Please see my top 5 protection allies for my thoughts on those cards. This will be 6 through 10. All right, so let's begin. Number 10 is Multiple Man. Now, Multiple Man is really fun. He costs 4, 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 hit points. He's X Factor. Response: after Multiple Man enters play, search your deck and hand for a copy of Multiple Man and put it into play. Then shuffle your deck if it was searched this way. So you actually have 3 copies of Multiple Man. So that's pretty cool. You really want at least 1 copy in your opening hand, so that you can then search your deck and get 2 more. So the timing is kind of a little strange with him because if you ever have any in your discard pile, well, you're not going to be able to pull it out. But if you can get this to work, you've got 3 quick little chump blockers. They can like thwart or attack once. And then, so you can knock a tough off, or you can at least remove a threat. And then you've got 3 blockers. And if you're playing multiplayer, you've got like 3 defenders for at least a team of 3. But if you're playing solo or the other players can handle defending, then you've got a couple extra defenders for the first few turns of the game, which is a really good advantage. So, number 10 is Multiple Man. Number 9 is Armor. She costs 2, 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 hit points, X-Men. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait and she comes in tough. Now, she's very similar to Polaris, but Polaris's advantage is you do not have to be an X-Men, and she makes an X-Men tough. So Polaris was in my top 5. But Armor kind of provides the same thing as long as you're playing an X-Men. So that's why Armor is number 9. Number 8 is Spider Bite. She costs 3, 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 hit points. She's a web warrior. Reduce the cost to play Spider Bite by 1 for each tech card you control. So this is really good if you're playing, say, Black Panther Shuri, or if you're playing a tech-heavy protection deck or a web warrior deck. But she's really nice if you're going to have a lot of tech cards in your deck. So then you can get Spider Bite out for free, maybe. So anyways, that's number 8, Spider Bite. Number 7 is Iceman. He costs 3, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 hit points. He's an X-Men. Iceman enters play with 3 freeze counters on him. And as a response, after a minion enters play, remove 1 freeze counter from Iceman, stun that minion. So this is great for heroes who like to have a lot of minions out, like, say, Tigra, for example. Whenever a new minion comes out, you can stun that minion, and then Tiger will get the card draw for On the Hunt when we come to the hero phase. So number 7 is Iceman. And number 6 is Nova. He costs 4, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 hit points. He's a champion. Interrupt. When an enemy initiates an attack against you, spend an energy resource to deal 2 damage to that enemy. So this is great for heroes that are going to have a lot of energy, like, say, the upcoming Wonder Man, who's going to want to have a lot of energy cards in his deck because of his ability. So if you're engaged with a lot of minions, when the villain initiates an attack, you can do 2 damage. And then each minion engaged with you initiates an attack, you can do 2 damage again. And since you don't have to exhaust Nova, you could actually, as long as you got the resources, you could do 2 damage to each enemy. So that is really amazing. All right. Well, so that was my second 5 for protection for allies. So that hope you enjoyed that. The last video of this series will be the next 5 basic allies. So watch for that. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Thank you.